What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Chevy Cobalt Spyder Projector headlights with the CCFL halo lights, and these are what's considered the Gen 3 aftermarket headlights for the Chevy Cobalt. I have had these headlights now for 5 years. I originally purchased them when I had my silver Pontiac G5, and then I transferred them over to my red Cobalt SS that I have now. The only reason that I no longer am using these lights is because I chose the route of building a set of retrofit headlights, and I'll talk more a bit of why I did that later in the video. Of the 5 years that I've owned these headlights, they've been really good to me. They've been a pretty good headlight. So I wanted to make this video to just highlight some of the pros and cons that these headlights offer if you too are in the market of potentially buying some of these. Now, like I said, these are what's considered the Generation 3 aftermarket headlight for the Chevy Cobalt. There are a total of 4 generations, and I will say the higher the generation number, the better the quality of the headlight is. The reason I chose the Gen 3 was because these are the newest and most high quality aftermarket projector headlight assembly that offers halo lights. The Generation 4 does not offer halo lights, which can be a pro or a con depending on what you're looking for. All of the generations are styled differently, so again, it just kind of depends on the look that you may be going for. Just know that it may not be as high of quality as some of the other aftermarket headlights that are available. These specific headlights are available in the black housing, as you see here. They're also available in an all chrome housing or a chrome with a smoked lens option as well. Now, I've owned these headlights, like I said, for 5 years, and overall they've been really good. I've never had a problem with, the headlight seal or anything like that. They've been sealed tight, never had any moisture or anything like that happen to these headlights, so that's a huge plus. The CCFL halos have also been absolutely great. None of them have burnt out or given me any problems. They've been super bright, daytime, nighttime, whenever you want to run them. They look awesome. Now, these headlights are also offered with the option of buying them with LED halos for a little bit cheaper. The problem with those, though, is the LEDs that they use in those are really crappy. The light output is terrible. With the CCFLs, you could run these in the daytime and they would be visible. With the LEDs, they would not. Even at nighttime, the light output of the LEDs is pretty poor. I will say, though, it is possible to upgrade those LEDs. So, again, it's just kind of what you're looking for. If you want to put more work into them, the LEDs may be a better option because they're much easier to replace rather than these CCFLs. I will say, though, the CCFLs, plug and play. You don't have to worry about poor light put or having to change them out. These have lasted me for, like I said, 5 years, and I guarantee you they'd last even longer than that. Now, moving on to the most important thing when it comes to headlights is the light output. Now, the light output on these, unfortunately, isn't that great. I will say it's slightly better than stock, but overall, the light output really isn't the best. I personally did not help the situation. I did what they tell you not to do, and I ran HID bulbs in these. I don't think that's a huge problem, but I chose to run an 8K bulb, which gives off pretty much a blue light, and that makes seeing at night even more difficult. So If you run HIDs in these, I recommend, a lower temperature, probably 5500, 6K, something like that. That would probably be better. But personally, I never ran the stock halogen bulb in these like you're supposed to. I will say though, I had a friend of mine who had the exact same headlights that did run this stock halogen bulb, and he said that, the light output was alright, nothing spectacular. Like I said, it's probably a bit better than stock, but it's really nothing crazy at all. So the major issue I had with these headlights is what you can obviously visibly see. I had an issue of the clear coat peeling off of these. Now, what's funny is this isn't actually the original clear coat that was on these headlights. The original clear coat started peeling off, and I had a shop re-clear the headlights, and once again, as you can see, the clear coat started peeling off again. From what I've heard, everyone has issues with the original clear coat peeling off. It's something that just happens. I don't know if it's caused by running HIDs in these headlights, and that's why they say don't do it. I can't speak to that, but from what I've read when I was originally looking at buying these, everyone has issues with the original clear coat. So that's something to keep in mind. Personally, I believe that's not a huge problem. I mean, they lasted a while, the clear coat started coming off, and then you just fix them, you just re-clear them. It's really not a tough or expensive job to be done. Unfortunately, in my case, the shop I went to who re-cleared them, I'm having issues again of the clear coat coming off. Now, I can't say if that's the fault of the shop that I took it to, if they just did a poor job at re-clearing them, or potentially maybe running HIDs in them had an effect on the clear coat and didn't allow it to adhere or cure properly. I'm not sure, but I didn't have luck with re-clearing them personally, but it can be done. It has been done. I've seen it being done. I've heard about it being done. It's an easy fix. So overall, these are really good headlights. Again, if you go the CCFL option, they're a little bit more expensive, but you don't have to worry about replacing the lights. So overall, these are a really good headlight. I highly recommend them if you're looking for something aftermarket with a bit better light output and just something that overall makes the car look better, in my opinion. The OEM headlights on Cobalts are pretty hideous with all that chrome, if you ask me. These really changed the look of the car, in my opinion, made it look much better. Overall though, I mean, they're a good headlight. The light output isn't the greatest. It's a little bit better than stock, but if you put, the right bulb in there, it'll do the job. And going the route of the CCFL Halo, it provides really bright, long-lasting light. But again, it's up to you if you want to spend more money to do the CCFLs or spend the money and do the LED option and have to worry about, swapping them out and things like that. All depends on kind of what you want to do, your budget and things like that. But yeah, I mean, ultimately though, I went with retrofitted headlights. The light output is far superior than what any aftermarket, pre-assembled light like this can give you. And even the customization of retrofitted headlights. I mean, I got to customize them and use whatever halo, lighting, shroud, all that stuff option that I wanted to. These can be retrofitted. You can take these apart and do whatever you want to them. But I liked the look of OEM retrofitted lights and having the ability to do whatever I wanted to and customize them how I wanted to and get a much better light output than these ever provide. But yeah, I mean, but again, overall, a really great light for the price. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them below. and I can answer that for you. You know, questions about these lights or even questions about retrofitting lights. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it'll help you in your decision-making process when it comes to buying aftermarket projector headlights like these for your Chevy Cobalt. Thanks for watching.